some have become stars, but he was the first one who sought and successfully to make a career behind the camera. Now, despite the fact that their careers were separated by generations, there are many things that are comparable for them. And I want to talk now, I want to compare Lee and MICHEAUX, and as a way of putting Lee's career in historical context. Because I think if we look at him in context with MICHEAUX, we understand both him better, and we understand MICHEAUX better, and we have a greater sense of the history of race in film. MICHEAUX's first three films established him as a major figure in the black community. The Homesteader, Within Our Gates, and Symbol of the Unconquered. These three films came out between 1918 and 1920, and they made him a celebrity in the black community. Lee's first three films made him a celebrity in the nation. She's Gotta Have It, School Days, and Do the Right Thing. So each of them, at the end of the first trilogy of films they produced, had achieved major status as filmmakers. MICHEAUX in the context of the black community, Lee in the larger community. Now, there are many reasons, I think, why each of them managed to establish himself as a major director, and I'm going to touch on only one or two. I think a key factor in terms of the success of each of them in terms of breaking through to become sort of a signature director, was that each of them spoke to issues of race in terms that extended the way in which race was dealt with in film, and indeed extended the vocabulary of race in the society. There were other films that touched on race, both in MICHEAUX's era, as he was beginning, the period between 1918, 1921, 1922, other films that dealt with race. You had race companies, so-called, that is, blacks who attempted to start film companies, some successfully, but mostly they turned out films which were sort of uplift films which were intended to show blacks in a positive light. MICHEAUX went beyond that. And similarly also, of course, obviously, in Lee's, when Lee was coming onto the stage, 1980s, there were other films which dealt with race, but none in the way that Lee did. So each of them extended the vocabulary of race in film in ways that were striking, more honest, more